Today on Free Field Training, we're going to be talking about Christmas gifts for cops. If you know a cop and you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, things that are actually in stock and available for you to get by the holidays, or let's be more realistic, you're a cop and you're watching this video looking for stuff to buy yourself, here's the video you're looking for. I've got things from the $30 price point to the $150 and however much you want to spend price points, all sitting on these shelves behind me. And I selected some things that I know are available right now for Christmas and are reasonably priced for what you're getting. All of this stuff was sent to me by companies. All of this stuff was sent to me by companies. You can leave a comment down below if there's something you want to know more about each of these individual little products. Of course, there's links and coupon codes and all of that down in the description, in case you're willing to help the channel out a little bit by buying them through those. But realistically, you should be price checking these things and making sure you're getting the best deal you possibly can. So without further ado, let's talk about some things that are common pitfalls of people buying Christmas gifts for cops, or cops that are new to the job buying things for themselves. And the biggest pitfall I can think of is pocket knives. Very often we have things that are police branded that have on paper lots of features, glass breakers and seatbelt cutters and automatic opening blades and pocket clips and locks and stuff, and they're branded with some sort of police or security or EMS or firefighting logo on them. And what I have found is that these, almost without fail, are garbage, especially if you're not willing to pay into the $180 price point into them. The only brand of this type of knife that's police branded that I found that's worth anything is the Spyderco police model. And the Spyderco police model is extremely expensive for a pocket knife. It's like $180, $190. Well worth it. I own one. Fantastic knife. Very happy with it. If you can't carry a gun, Spyderco police model is almost the best next thing you can have, but it's extremely expensive. If you want an alternative to that, something that any cop will be able to take and say, oh yeah, this is pretty good. I like this, I can use this, this is useful as a knife. The Stat Gear Ausis is 40 bucks about. They're always in stock. They come in a bunch of colors and blade shapes and things like that. It's a fairly large knife relative to what you're going to need on the street. And it locks up tight. And the blade is easy to open, and it's got a pocket clip. It's got all the things a cop would need and nothing that they really don't. And since it's always in stock and their shipping's pretty fast, you can probably get it by the holidays. If you got a little bit more money to spend, the Spyderco Delica is almost as good as the Spyderco police model, and yet a lot cheaper and pretty easy to find even around the holidays. The modern ones are even better than this Spyderco Delica because you get reversible pocket clips on them. These old models had pocket clips that were attached to it and were only on one side. You get reversible pocket clips so you can carry tip up, tip down. They also make the Enduro, which is a slightly larger model. You can look at all of those. Those are awesome knives. They're almost always available. They're not a huge collector thing in black and silver, and you're going to be able to get it from the holiday, and I guarantee you any cop or security guard or tactical cool guy that you put that into their stocking, they're going to enjoy it and they're going to find a use for it. The other thing for cops, if you don't have a lot of money to spend, is search gloves, frisk gloves, things like that. Depending on the job that they're doing and the area that they're working in, there's a bunch of different gloves that are great on the market. The ones that I have the most of, because they send them to me, is gloves from 221B. So 221B has a bunch of gloves between the like $29 price range and the $90 price range, depending on what you want out of them. So depending on your price level, you can find things that are $29 that are designed for directing traffic, and they don't have any protective stuff inside of them. They're not cut-resistant gloves. And you can move up to gloves that are cut-resistant, but are extremely thin. These are their newest gloves that are designed for pat-downs. And they are, without a doubt, the most flexible pat-down glove that I've ever had that's actually cut-resistant. These things are awesome. They have gloves that have hard knuckles in them that you can't see they have hard knuckles in them. You have to feel. You can kind of see on video. There's hard knuckles inside of this glove. And they've got rubber protectors on the outside. But if policy doesn't allow that, you can get gloves like these from them that have rubber along the outside to protect the outsides of your hands from impacts. Almost all the gloves that 221B has are touchscreen capable. Now, my old duty gloves from back in the day, they were all leather and they didn't have touchscreen capable fingers. So if you were rolling up on a scene and you were putting your gloves on, you couldn't use the computer, which wasn't a big deal 15 years ago, but now definitely is, because almost everything that we're using doesn't have physical buttons. It's using a touchscreen. I think the last things left with physical buttons that are electronic in a squad car are the buttons for the siren, your taser, and your taser cam, and everything else is some sort of touchscreen. Your work phone, the terminal in the car, and more we're using the terminal in the car instead of the radio to do stuff. You want another thing that just about anybody could use who's a cop? A good watch. A G-Shock is always the brand that I recommend. I've used them pretty much forever, and although they are not the best watch in the world, and this one that I'm going to put a link for down in the description is not the most durable G-Shock that's available, they are pretty good and they are really effective for the job that they're doing. This G-Shock is pretty much one of the cheapest ones that you can get that's kind of fully featured, that has backlighting and things like that, but you can get a good Casio watch that's almost as good as this in the $30 price point, and then you can get something like this that's got backlighting, it's got the day, month, and year, which is really great for doing paperwork, and you can get this for maybe $120, and you can get them cheaper than that on sale, but not right before the holidays. And you can get all the way up to the G-Shock Mudmaster, and these can run you between $450, like I paid for mine, and $1,000 for the highest end specialty design versions of the model. A good Casio watch for a cop will always come in handy, even if it's just a spare. I've kept this old one that I had as a spare in my locker at work, and in case something happens to this one, I've got a spare available that is going to get me through the day, and it has all of the functions that I need. I was amazed when I became a cop how big knowing the day of the week was, and how hard it was to remember the day of the week while you're in the middle of your work week that rotates every week, so you don't have the same days off or even working the same shift every week. Another great option almost anybody could use is this little Guardian Angel device. When we did Christmas gifts for cops last year, people actually commented on the video, what about Guardian Angel device? That's an awesome Christmas gift for a cop. And it is. It could also be an awesome Christmas gift for a security guard or even somebody that goes jogging. Guardian Angel device is a little flashing light that you can put on your shoulder, but it's directional. So you can turn on just rear lights to flash and mount it to your vest, and then you have just flashing lights behind you so you're not blinding yourself while you're using it. They're awesome for directing traffic. I've actually found that if I have this on my shoulder and I turn it on full blast mode to cross the street, cars will yield to me crossing the street, which is awesome. It also has some utility light features, a little red light in the front that's enough to read IDs and things like that, and some white light in the front that is enough to search by. I, of course, know that everyone goes for the red and blue one that makes for really good video that people think look cool, but I will still recommend that if you're going to buy one of these for yourself or somebody else, the red rear, white front is the best Guardian Angel light available because it gives you the most options for using the light as a utility light, not just as a flashing light. And for flashing lights, anything that's red or white or blue is going to work, but for utility lights, you can turn this one on and push the rear button and it has solid red light and a lot of it. And you can push the front light and you can turn this on, you get solid white light and a lot of it. And if you put it on the magnet mount, you can flip it around to decide whether you want all the red light or all the white light up front. The more you play with it, the more you find uses for it. They have infrared versions and all sorts of stuff, and they actually have smaller ones that are great for utility tasks, like putting on top of a cone, so people can see that there's a cone there. I use it for jogging. I can attach it to a little strap on my arm for jogging. It actually lights up the path and tells people behind me that I'm there. So you can turn these on where the front light is solid and the back light is flashing, so that you can see where you're going and people behind you can see that you're there. It's a pretty cool little device, and they hover around $100. Link a coupon code down below, saves you a little bit on shipping and probably something else by now, but highly recommend these. And if you don't have $100 to spend on it, for $50 you can get the mini. You get it in red and blue, people will use it for something, I assure you. And finally, there is med. And with med, you can spend as much or as little as you're willing to spend to help the person out that you're trying to buy gifts for on the holiday. If you just want a stocking stuffer, there's literally nothing than just getting whatever the latest version of the cat tourniquet or the soft T wide is. You get the latest generation of it. It used to be a day when you couldn't buy these on Amazon because there were so many fakes out there. But now, just be careful that you're buying from North American Rescue if you're buying these on Amazon from their store and not like a .jingzi version of their store. If you have more money to spend than that, these are maybe between 35 and 40 bucks. If you have more money to spend than that, you can get a tourniquet holder for that tourniquet. This one is from Allegiance Holsters. It's an awesome tourniquet holder. One of many awesome tourniquet holders that are out there on the market. So shop around, find something that you like. The great thing about this is it covers most of the tourniquet, even the strap for the windlass around the outside that's Velcro. It doesn't rip up your uniform if it's inside a tourniquet holder. You kind of need to know what tourniquet holder that they're going to need because they come in different finishes. This one is a basket weave finish. They make plain finishes and shiny finishes and all of that too, but that's another option. Give this to somebody who doesn't have a tourniquet, and now you've set them up with a tourniquet and a way to carry it when they're at work, which is pretty awesome. Or you can get a whole med kit. This is one that I just got from RTS Tactical. They sent it out without asking me whether or not I wanted it, but I figured it was a pretty good option for showing people what a good med kit could be. This one comes with scissors on the outside, and it is a Molly strap adjustable one. I think it's like $139, $159, and it's got a big red strap on it. So pretty much anybody that sees this is going to know this is a med kit, and if they need the stuff that's inside, they pull on it, and all the stuff is in it. My only criticism of this setup is that they put a SWAT tourniquet inside here, this SWAT T tourniquet, which isn't my preference. I would prefer to have one of these, but you slide that in, and now you've got a really effective method to carry all of the stuff that you know how to use, and even some stuff that you probably don't know how to use all together. It's always easier to get somebody a medical kit that they don't know how all of it works and they can take some of it out than to get them one that has inferior gear inside of it that they're not going to be able to use or they haven't been trained in how to use. This one's got a chest seal and pressure dressings, a little bit of quick clot, and it's got a marker for applying a tourniquet. It's got a nasal airway and even some tape. Realistically, you're just going to use this to fix things in the car, but I guess you could pretend that that tape is going to get used for medical purposes inside your med pouch and not for, you know, reattaching the dongle to the outside of your computer that allows the computer to work in the car. Yeah, you could also get them a rifle plate, Safe Life Defense rifle plates, or you can get them a frass panel. They're all going to love that. You could also get people flashlights. There's billions of flashlights out there that everyone would love. The Streamlight Stinger, there's nobody who wouldn't love one of those. You can get the Olight Warrior X. There's nobody out there that wouldn't like one of those. And if you got no money at all, you can get them a Thorfire VG15S. I've got people I gave these to 5 years ago still using them on the street. I don't know how a $20 flashlight still works 5 years later for a cop using it every day on the street, but for some reason, Thorfire hit it out of the park with that one model. I'm not telling you everything Thorfire makes is great, but that one model is really, really good. Just about anybody could use a rifle plate. They're going to find some use for it. If they're not wearing a plate carrier every day, most people can slide them into their external vest cover, or they're going to get a carrier and put it in there. You could get a whole carrier set up from companies where you can slide rifle plates in it and give them that. I don't know anybody that wouldn't think that that's an awesome option. There's some links for some things like that down below as well. But at the end of the day, all they really want is you and you to be happy. And if you want to be happy, what you need to do is win my police equipment giveaways. That's right, this is one of the police equipment giveaway videos. And if you've made it this far into the video, you're in luck. We are going to do the drawing for last month's police equipment giveaway, which was a shield box. Another awesome option for a Christmas gift for cops is to get them a shield box subscription for the year. Kind of pricey, it's like 50 bucks a month, but you get a lot of really cool stuff from Shield Box. Last month, we had a Shield Box that had a quick litter in it and a pretty awesome knife. Olight sent a Warrior 3, and we threw that in there, and some stuff from DRT Soap, another great subscription service if you're looking for Christmas gifts for cops. They have some vest spray that works really good for getting cigar smoke smell out of your car. And they also make bars of soap, who are really good for old people like me, who really like to use bars of soap to clean with instead of body wash, like all the Zennials today. And they sent a little My Medic pack, which is mostly just a cool package with Band-Aids and stuff inside. But it was an awesome thing for the giveaway. Somebody's going to get this for free. We gave that away over on Instagram for free. We're going to do the drawing for it right now. All people had to do to win it was to tag a friend on Instagram and then follow the companies that sent me stuff to put in the giveaway, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to be doing that again right now. Not on Instagram, though. Hold on. So we're going to draw a winner for that, for last month's giveaway. And then I'm going to show you this month's giveaway. The winner for that was Awesome Olson. Awesome Olson. We're going to throw this in here with this so I don't lose it. Awesome Olson, if you are watching, email me, freefueltraining@gmail.com, or send me a message over on Instagram. Get on that, because I want to get this out to you before the holidays. Because again, going on vacation, don't want anything to do with doing more work stuff while I am leaving out of town and taking time with my kids. This month's Shield box is our giveaway. We also have some other stuff. Ooh, look at this. Use our stack gear knife. Open this puppy up. So for the giveaway this month, all you have to do is give your recommendation of what a good Christmas gift for a cop would be. Put that down in the description down below, and we are going to cut them out. Realistically, I'm going to have my kids cut them all out, and we're going to put them into a container like we did this month. We're going to draw somebody next month. So inside Shield box this month, you can freeze frame this in case you're interested in seeing what's in the box this month. You want to be able to read it. We have the UltraLink Complete Kit Ultra Clip. It's a modular linking system that allows swift attachment of MOLLE gear, sheaths, mag carriers. Okay, so it attaches things to MOLLE. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. I've actually used these. So what Ultra Clip is let me see if I can get this open. What Ultra Clip is a like Chicago screw system that allows you to attach things that normally wouldn't attach to MOLLE to MOLLE. It's going to be hard to show, but basically you've got clips that you Chicago screw onto other clips that allows you to take things that have, let's say, a belt sheath and be able to attach it directly to MOLLE, and it stays on there because it's screwed down onto the system. There's lots of other things that the Ultra Clip system does, but that's the one I've used it for, and it's worked really, really well. In fact, my big complaint with all Ultra Clip stuff is getting the stuff back off after you've Loctited it on to your MOLLE when you want to wash it, and you don't want to leave that sheath or whatever attached to your MOLLE. You've got a hex drive tool from Tactica, and it looks like it's just a fancy screwdriver. Let me see if I can put it, yeah, there it is, side up. So you can see what that is. So it's just bits that you can attach on it, and it works as a screwdriver, gives you a little more lateral torque. You've got a Shield box hat, suitable for wearing at work on midnights when the boss isn't going to be out to see that you're not wearing a uniformed hat. We've got dissolvable protein packs. One cool thing I think a lot of these subscription box services have done, and one thing Shield box has done, is they put a lot of food in there. There's lots of companies that want to get, you know, samples of their protein packs and energy drink packs and things like that. There was some of that in last month's box too. In the Shield box, which gives you an opportunity to try this stuff without having to spend $25-30 on new protein. And you've got what looks like a 221B admin pouch. I'm going to pull this apart so you can see it. Nobody needs the plastic anyway. It's an admin pouch, so you mount this up on your vest. And you've got lots of space inside to put stuff. And ID holder there. I think this would actually be really useful for federal security contracts where you have to have all of your ID and most of what you're doing is just hanging out for the day, put some snacks in here, couple of pens, put your identification where it's easily accessible, your extra stuff, and mount that onto the vest you're required to wear, and you're good to go. That'd be pretty cool. And then you've got a morning band for attaching to your badge. That's becoming a bigger and bigger problem with law enforcement these days, is needing to have a morning band and not having one. So that is our giveaway for this month, for December. So put a comment down below on this video, what's a good Christmas gift for a cop, and you automatically enter yourself in for the Shield Box giveaway. Till next month, you guys be safe, take care of each other, have a good Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you and your family celebrate. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters to me. Till next week, you guys be safe and take care of each other. Hey, thanks for watching Free Field Training on YouTube. And while you're here, why don't you check out some of these other goofy videos that I've made? Or you could subscribe or maybe go over to Patreon and see how you get your name put on the videos like these fine folks over here. All the links are, of course, down in the description. We'll see you guys next time.